Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Joni Misiak. Today, I'm going to share with you this aha moment I had a little while back, and it might be the thing that's keeping you stuck. So a while back, I was just slowing down, just kind of being, and it's really amazing what happens when we allow ourselves to slow down. We become aware of things. So I became aware of something that was, I feel, pretty profound. I was like, oh, wow. So I'm going to share that with you because I think it's important that you see, like, I'm on this journey too, and hopefully this can help you. And, when we slow down, it's in those beautiful slow down moments that we really can have huge awareness of what is happening or what we're doing. Because when we're going, we don't always see those little actions or those little things that we do that might be keeping us stuck. So what I realize is that sometimes we can, like I too, can hide behind certain activities or sign up for things expecting it to solve our problems. Like, have you ever done that where you signed up for something or you do certain activities because you think they're going to solve your problems, but you don't go to the deeper root? But here's the hard truth. We actually have to do the work. There's work involved. Even on my self-love journey, there has been some really big moments. Now, it doesn't happen every day. When I first started, I was like, I'm going to have to do this every day forever of my life. No, there's pockets. It's like life, right? There's seasons. There's a healing season. You heal something or you do some heavy lifting work, and then there's some time off. Even while working out, we take some time off, right? Our body needs to relax, right? So anyways, it is so important that, we become more mindful of activities and things that we do because we expect them to solve our problem. And I'll get into this a little bit more. Because the thing is, like, I've done it myself. It does, and just keep in mind that it doesn't always have to be hard, but it does have to get done. Like, there's things that need to get done. You can sit and daydream about, what you're going to do, or, you can think about working out, but if you don't work out, you're not actually moving your body. Anyway, like there's some work involved. So anyways, we're going to get into this. So I want to share an example with you of what I've done. And that was what really brought me like, oh, wow, this is what I've been doing. So I have signed up for a very expensive course to help me finish my book. And I remember thinking, oh, if I sign up for this course, I'll let the universe know that I'm making a step in the right direction and that I'm finally going to get that book done. And I looked at the course, but unfortunately, I barely did anything with it. I didn't actually love the videos. I didn't really love the content. And in fact, I knew most of the content because I followed it before. Like, I followed different things and it just wasn't the thing for me. Now, this isn't the first time I've purchased something to help me finish my book either. I'm also not against courses. I'm not against things that give information and support. However, it's about finding out what works best for you. Now I'm a part of a writing group, and I think I've gotten so much more traction in my writing because of it. So I want to, lean on this a little bit more. This course that I paid lots of money for just didn't have the right tools for me. But then I found something that did. So I'm not, like I said, I love information. Love information. And I love courses and I love getting support and things like that. But not every course, not every membership, not everything is the right fit for everybody. It's not meant to be. So it's really becoming more aware of why you're doing it, right? Like, I thought, it's going to fix my problems if I sign up, right? But I didn't follow through. Now, I didn't follow through because I didn't love the content. And that's okay. That's not their fault. That's not my fault. We just didn't jive well. And that's okay. And it's just bringing awareness to that moment. So like I said, now I'm a part of a writing group that I get more hands-on support and encouragement. Now, even that I had to be careful because I shared some stuff and like I have to see what my blocks are. So it's just being mindful of what is showing up for you because little things can trip you up and keep you stuck. Now, I have taken other courses and re-listened to them over and over again and got so much out of them in different areas, from health and business and, really good mindset and things like that. But sometimes when you want something so badly, we think that doing a certain thing will actually help us. But it's something we actually hide behind, doing more things that keeping us busy, things instead of actually doing the work that's involved. So example, like signing up for a book course. It actually took me away from the time that I could be writing my book. It also made me think I had to be more perfect than I was. Like anyways, I'm not going to get into like the logistics of it, but they kept me stuck because I was putting myself in a box that didn't fit me. And it wasn't my box to be fit into. And that's okay. But it really did keep me stuck for a long time where I'm like, I must do this first instead of just sitting down and writing. So like I took so much more time away from it. And then eventually I was like, what am I doing? I'm doing a course about writing instead of just writing. And then I stopped using the course and then I'm like, why am I paying for it? So it's these moments, right? It's these things we hide behind. And like I said, it's busy work. Doing a course on writing a book is great. Like I learned a lot of information and I did and I did have some takeaways from it. But at the end of the day, I actually needed to write, right? Like it was, that was just a fact. So if the course is taking my time away from writing and I just focus on more learning, it's not actually helping me anymore. I'm putting more time into learning than doing the actual work. And that's what I'm talking about, how things can keep us stuck. Another example would be a part of me wants to join a gym again because I love having a space to go and work out. But then I think about my life right now and realistically, I probably wouldn't show up. Or if I did, it wouldn't last long because I like to work out in the morning and get it done before I start my day. And if I have to go out of the house to do it before I start my day, I'm more likely to put it off because I don't really want to leave the house if it's raining and cold. Or if, it's just cold in general and maybe not raining, but maybe I just don't feel like going and there's just more excuses, right? So it seems like a good idea. But for me personally right now, it doesn't work. So it's about figuring out how you operate and how your mind works. How do you talk to yourself? And then what prevents you from doing things? It's knowing what you need for motivation and what works and doesn't work. For example, I don't need a workout buddy. I just need to show up. But some people do. And I actually had a workout buddy when I was in college. And I would show up, but she didn't. So thank goodness I didn't need a workout buddy, right? Like, so if you're relying on somebody else, that's cool, but you got to make sure that they are reliable and it has to work for you. So keep in mind, sometimes doing things like taking courses is helping you grow in ways, but it might be preventing you from actually taking action in a step that you want to do, like my writing, for example. Then it actually can be something you're hiding behind. I'm a lifelong learner and I love learning new things. It's huge for me. However, I have learned that sometimes when I'm procrastinating on a new project or there's just something I just don't feel like doing really, I kind of just, I sign up for more courses. So like if I feel like something's not working in my life or I'm just, like I said, procrastinating, I just don't want to I don't feel like doing it. Maybe it's hard. Maybe it's new and different and I'm just dragging my feet. Then I sign up for courses because why not? I can always learn more things, right? Like I said before, courses and learning and book reading and all this stuff is so beautiful. And communities that have memberships and things are so good. I love being part of communities and things like that. But it's remembering and being aware of when we're hiding behind information and learning and growing, and when we're afraid of taking action or not taking the action that will help us actually get to where we want to go, because things do take work. So sometimes when we're procrastinating, right? Are we taking this course because we really want to learn something about this, or are we procrastinating on a different project and we're just putting our focus elsewhere? It's really important to become aware of why are we doing it in the first place? So really getting clear on your why, so you can understand if you're procrastinating or if you're just staying busy or hiding or just staying away from the thing that will actually help you get to that thing. Maybe you get this. Maybe you've taken a ton of courses, or at least purchased a ton of courses, but didn't actually use them, thinking that, oh, maybe this will solve my problem. But the truth is, we actually have to do the work. So I'm not saying these courses aren't good or the books or anything like that, but it's reading the book and then actually working it into our life. Like any of the steps that they share, it's doing them. Or purchasing or buying a course, signing up for a course. It could even be a free course. You do it and then you don't actually show up for it. It's doing the work. So doing the action of signing up and saying yes is great. It's amazing. But it's the next steps that are the most important. And that means doing the work. And I know that might be hard to hear, but working on ourselves and on our life and just figuring out what's keeping us from doing the actual things that are really important, it's really good to understand. So maybe it's hard to hear right now. Maybe you don't like me. Maybe I'm not your friend right now because you're like, maybe I'm hurting a nerve. Or maybe you're going, oh my goodness, aha, like the world has opened and endless possibilities are there for you, because they are. But it's just becoming aware of our actions or our non-actions, right? Sign up for things like I've been there. I do it too, where I sign up and going, yes, this is going to solve my problem. There's actually been times I almost signed up for something because I feel like it's like, if I do this, I'll flip a switch and everything will be better. But the truth is, I have to remind myself that I'm like, I still have to do the work. It still needs steps after the sign up. I have learned so much through different courses and different books in so many different areas. And one area that I've actually been procrastinating on is my writing. I can't tell you how many things I bought about writing. Some are sitting on my bookshelf. Some are sitting in the cyber world, barely touched. And so is my book, because I thought, oh, if I finish this course, I'll finish my book. Or I need to know more before I write. But the truth is, I just need to write. So saying I need to know more before something, or I need to take this course before this, or I need to do this, it's our way of telling ourselves that we're not worthy or we're not ready to do that thing yet. And it's just, our ego or our beliefs and things that are getting in the way, telling us that we don't feel ready. But the truth is, we probably already are. And like I said before, this is not a thing on courses, because I love courses. And actually, there's been so many courses, like I said, I've signed up for that I've actually fully finished. And I go back to when I need a little, reminder of certain things. I have many, many things that I've gone through from top to bottom, did all the things and then go back and look at. But the one area that I keep buying books about, keep buying courses on, or signing up for every masterclass is about writing. And this year I realized that I was just hiding behind all those courses. So I'm not saying all the courses you ever signed up for, you're hiding behind. It's the ones that you buy or even just sign up for free that you don't do. It's asking yourself with those ones, are you hiding behind those courses? Is there a reason you're procrastinating? Are you resisting something? Or is there something that's saying you're not good enough? Because with my writing, it's like I felt like I just needed more information. But honestly, the more information I got from this course, the more I procrastinated, because I'm like, it's so much work. Like, this course would tell me how to publish, And it's like, oh my goodness. So then I talk myself out of writing because I'm like, oh, if I can't do this, then I can't do this. Like I actually got too much information that I prevented myself from working. Now that's not their fault, but it's what kept me stuck. And it's when we realize what's keeping us stuck that we can unstick ourselves, right? So we can actually move forward. So what do you need to do today that you've been procrastinating on? Maybe you have a ton of books on something that you just keep thinking you need to this be perfect something instead of actually doing that thing. So it could be anything. It could be tapping like EFT or meditation or anything, yoga, because the thing is you don't have to be perfect. Instead, it's actually just doing the thing. Because here's the truth. You are already good at what you need to do. Yes, you can improve and get better. We all can. We always can improve and get better. Practice makes better. But you can already take those steps towards the thing that you've been putting off. You don't have to hide behind more courses, more books. That doesn't mean you can't grow and expand and change. But if you've been hiding behind books and courses, or just keep reading, like I had so many hobbies and so many things. I actually was about to take, I think it was a couple years ago, where I was about to take a tapping course, like an EFT course, because I'm like, ooh, that'll be great with my coaching. And it would be, and it will be. But it's like, let's focus on the things I already have, right? I went through the SWAT Institute and became a master empowerment coach. But then I felt like I needed more and wanted more. I just finished my yoga teacher training in February this past year. The thing is, we can keep learning. And I really encourage you to look for more courses that speak to you on things that you truly feel aligned with or things that will help you. But when you sign up, try to be mindful and aware of the next steps. Follow through. And think about if you're not following through, what are you resisting? So this episode is not about boycotting courses, because I have courses too that you can go through. I have a community of people that you can reach out to, things like that. But I'm saying it's the steps after, or why are you doing it in the first place? Before you even sign up, ask yourself why. Do you think just signing up will solve all your problems? Or are you ready to do the work? Because here's the truth. I could purchase many books on writing, and I can purchase many courses on writing. But my book isn't going to get finished if I don't sit my butt in my chair and get to my desk and start writing. So it's same with courses. I have courses that you go through. I have one that's called Flip Your Switch on Negative Thoughts, on your negative thoughts. And it will totally help you, flip your switch and have more positive thoughts. But that course isn't going to help you if you don't actually watch the videos and do the action steps that I share with you. That's the hard truth. I remember when I first started taking the empowerment coach course, I thought I was empowered already. I was like, I don't need any more things. I'm perfect. I had such an attitude. I seriously did. I was so full of myself. Not gonna lie. Gonna be completely honest here. So full of myself. So full. To the point where I wasn't open to healing more. It wasn't until my mentor gave me a swift kick in the butt. Okay, not for real. She just really opened it up. I was in denial. Swift kick in my butt to really realize that we're all learning still. There's always room for growth and discovery. Our self-love journey, our self-discovery journeys are never over. We're constantly learning more. And the moment that we resist something, or we don't allow ourselves to learn and open up and take in new information, we stop growing and we stop learning. And it's really getting clear on why we procrastinate, why we, don't show up. And for me, the book course got me too far ahead. It was taking me into the future instead of just sitting down and doing the thing I needed to do right then. Like I said, I learned a lot through this course and through the company. I learned a lot, but then there was a point where it was just keeping me stuck. So it's just being mindful of what's keeping you stuck. What are you hiding behind? Because, we can get so caught up in being busy that we forget to actually do the steps that are going to get us there. I hope this has helped. Remember, you're not alone on your journey. I have beautiful resources that are free, tips and things on my website. Check them out at jodymisiak.com. Whatever feels right to you, though, right? Because we just shared, if you're just signing up to make it fix your problems, they're not going to fix your problems, but they are going to motivate you and take you closer to where you want to be. But it's showing up mindfully, being aware of what you're resisting, what you're hiding behind. So it really comes down to being honest with yourself. So the next time you're thinking about, buying a book or anything, I'm not saying don't do it, because I own a ton of books. I own a ton of courses, and they have changed my life. However, I was a co-creator in those changes. I showed up. One of my favorite books that has helped me is The Super Attractor. I didn't just read the book. I used those steps in the book, and it really changed my life. So the books we read, the courses we take, that's part of the equation, and they can really help us grow and live amazing, beautiful lives. But it's only part of the equation. The other part is us. We are the co-creators. We're not the passenger in our seat of life. We are driving the car. So the course, the books, the things we want to do, they are tools. It's gas in the car, windshield wiper fluid so we can see. So the books, the courses, they can help us move forward. They can help us get clear on things. But we are still in control of where we want to go. And if your foot is on that brake while you're doing it all, you're going nowhere. So just remember that you co-create. When you purchase something or sign up for something free even, it's the follow through. There are so many beautiful things out there that can help you. But the first step is, it is saying yes to it, but then it's being mindful of doing the next step and actually showing up for yourself, knowing that you are worthy. But these things aren't going to make you a new person. They're just going to help you become an even stronger, more beautiful version of yourself. The truth is, you're already beautiful and strong. Just helping you uncover it even more, because you already are an amazing person. So don't think you need more fixing or more things to be whole and complete. You are whole and complete. You just might need things to help you remember that. I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for being here. And like I said, I've gone on this journey myself. So just remember to ask yourself, why? Am I going to hide behind this? Or am I going to actually show up for me? You are so worthy of the effort of showing up. Thank you again for being here. If you found this useful and helpful, please share the love. Don't keep this a secret. We all deserve to be out there being ourselves and showing up in beautiful, bright ways. Take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.